So in the Lifecode now, you can know your number. This is the problem we have. We are teaching all of this stuff and people have not been applying their Lifecode to the life. Now this is not something religious. This is not something magical. It's purely mathematical, but it works with the universe. Just like the sun and the earth and everything, your life also has a cycle. And every year, every month, you have a cycle that you go through. So you have to learn this cycle. And when you take your birth date and you find, just like numerology, you find your code, right? You apply it, and it helps you. For example, if you're number 1, it means that you're having a difficult year coming up. You're starting to get a little more responsibility, a little more work to do, and so on. Is because they take the 1 and you add it to 2012, and you'll get 6. So if you want to change things, and it's crazy because people think that when they get into anger or divorce or quarrel or fight and separation and so on, that it's really the other person, it's not them, and it's not the universe. So first of all, before you can even think that, you have to think how small you are. You are like this tiny, 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 tiny little dust in this world. How can the sun not affect you? How can the moon not affect you? So what we need to do is we need to apply the codes to your life. Karen, you're number 1, right? So what kind of year is your number next year? By the way, 2012 already started. So the effect of 2012 is already affecting you. So you're number 1, what you're running at?
6. I'm running a 6.
6. What does 6 mean? You have it in the paper.
Frustration.
Frustration.
Flexibility. Destruction.
It's in your paper. Disagreement. Destruction.
Hard to be spiritual.
Hard to be spiritual. Hard to pray. Right? Rohan, you're the 1 too, right? You're a 4. Oh, that's a good one. So what is 4 going to be in 2012? 9. What is 9? No good.
No good.
So,
Negative.
so we got 2 of them, both of them running bad here. One is running the 6, one is running the 9.
What's your health?
What's your health? All of these things. Okay. Not good. So what do you do? This is a good one. So what do you do when it's not good now? Both of you. By the way, mine and Sita was the same this year.
And 9 is good.
Well, the 9, what the 9 does is that all the things that you didn't listen to before is going to force you into a position where you have to listen now. The 9 is known as the teacher. If you look at the air testing. The 9 is known as the teacher, so it's going to teach you all the things that you never listened to before, you never took advice on before. It's going to teach you. And the 6 now has to be corrected. The 6 is going to go through a life of correction in the 2012. So everything, they're going to be watched by every rule and regulations. So they have to become the perfect follower of rules, because they have not been following rules all the time. So the 6, but there's a plus side to that. If they were following rules, if she was following rules, what would the 6 be like? Power, status, high status, right? High positions, everything. So you see, it's all because of what you do. You're the one who's going to experience it, right? Now the 6 is full of quarrels. That means you didn't listen to the rules before, right? You didn't listen to all the instructions before, from the Swami, from the teachers, from mom, from dad, from everything. 9, well, he has to he reaps the benefit of whatever he did. So if he did wrong things, he'll suffer health problems and things like that. If he drank a lot, or he ate a lot of red meat, or things like that, he'll have a lot of health problems and so on. Okay. Did you know that, Carmen? Karen? Okay. Well, this is what I mean, that you're coming here, how long now, 2-3 years, and you still haven't been applying the numbers to your life. So if you can apply the numbers, so when you wake up and it's a bad day, and you know it's a bad day, you apply the number, and then you just knowing that it's a bad day is 50% pure. So what I just told you is 50% pure already, because you're aware of it now.
That's where I stop at. I'm aware of it, but yet when I do come through obstacles, I still get mad.
No, but when you get mad, Rohan will say, remember what Swami says?
I don't listen to him.
That's the problem. So, okay, these are two good examples we have here. No, but let's say she doesn't listen now, which she just said. She doesn't listen to him. Let's say she doesn't listen, and she goes through a very tough time in her year that's coming now. It's going to ease up a little bit, right? They could end up separated, in a sense. Why end up separated? Because they didn't learn the lesson. So they have to learn it again and come back again. So when they come back again, then they might do better. So if she doesn't listen now the next 6 year that comes up, it's going to be worse. But if she listens, and she follows the rules and everything, this will be the last bad 6 year. See? So God gives you a choice. God gives you time to choose how you want your life to be. Right? What is your brother's number? He's
7.
He's a 7. So he thinks a lot. His mind around 1,000 miles an hour all the time. Thinking, pensando. So he's running what year? Do you know? He's a 2 year. So that's a good year for him. This was a good year. A lot of people, he visited his brother, no?
3.
Right, but he's going to be 3 now in 2012. So you have to think about children and so on. So you got to worry about the children. So as you can see, applying the number is very important. Right? Now when you're running a year like that, you want to spend time with the children. And if you don't spend time with the children, then next year, the children will give you a lot of stress. Do you see what's happening? How your life have an order? It's all up to you though. You have free will. You can do whatever you want, but make sure you do the right thing. Right?
7 is a 3.
7 is going to be a 3
3.
in 2012.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about, the children. The children are going to contact you now. Right? Now the 7 starts. The 3 starts for the 7. So you're getting the calls from the children and so on. So all of these things are going to be solved. Right? But remember, in your 2 year, which is in your 2011 year, you worried about the children. You were worried about children, so that now and you did prayers. So now it's coming out good. So what we do is that everybody forgets that we have to pray. Prayer doesn't mean magic. It doesn't mean run to God and run to the altar and pray. Prayer means to connect with the universe. Bow to the sun, bow to the moon, be humble, right? Mucho humildad, aceptación, right? You have to accept the world, and then your year goes very smooth, right? Right? Let's talk about the 6. What are they running? 2. They're running 2 this year. No, they run 2 next year. Right? They were running 1 this year. So they felt a little bit depressed. They had a little stress and everything they had to do themselves. And now 2 come with love.
Number 2?
No, number 6 is running 2. 6 and 2012. You have to take 6 and you add it to 2012. And you will get 11, which is 2. Right? So 6 is running 2, so that's love. So we're hoping to see all the 6s get married and settle down and everything this year coming up, right? What's yours? You're an 8. So you like expensive things, like all the nice things. Okay, and 8 is running 4, so you're working. Be prepared, the work is coming up hard, a lot. A lot of hard work coming up. But now that you know that, you prepare yourself, right? You're going to have maybe a trouble with a coworker, or you're going to have more pressure from the boss, or something like that. But you know that Swami told you. But not only that Swami told you, that you know from the number. So you can be your own guy. And you will know that, okay, well, after the 4 is finished, what is it? You're running a 4, so after the 4 is a 5. And what is that? Fun, pleasure, vacation, travel, all kind of nice things. So why worry? You know, pass it through 1 year, and you're ready to go again, right? So it's, huh? Oh yeah, well, that's if the in that year you don't trust the guys. Okay, so now, as you can see, the numbers are very important to apply to your life, right? Every day you have to apply this number. Linda applies that number to her life every day, and she's been doing very well, you know, and at 76 now? Anonymous. Well, she's 75 now, right? How old is she now? 68. She's applying it very successfully to her life. It's 70. Yes? Yeah. Okay. So you understand why we have to pray, why we have to connect with the universe. Is to connect so that your connection can be always be protecting you from these anger, temper, fights and quarrels and separation. Right? When people are fighting, quarreling and cursing out each other and things like that, it's because the universe is putting you to a test. And if you fail that test, then later on, it gets worse. It gets worse. Now, some people, they pray in the morning when they get up and so on, they pray. And in the afternoon, they start cursing. What happens to prayer? It's a waste. Right? Action, reaction. Right? So watch what you say. Your words create energy. That's why we call it mantra. In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was God, the Word was with God, and so on. Word, la palabra, is mantra. It has a lot of strength, a lot of work. You can destroy it. Right? When you choose your words carefully, and you say these words, right? I know one guy who curses all the time, and until one day he stopped talking, and I want to know why. He stopped cursing. And I tried to talk to him, and he wouldn't talk, and then found out he lost his voice. In other words, if you're using it bad, use the organ in a bad way, you lose it. So, what you say can create your life or destroy your life. And this is what's called mantra. Right? Very powerful to against your life.